Hi everyone, thanks for watching again. It's Chris here, 2E0UKH, and I've just been inundated with questions and queries about this radio, which is great. I really enjoy answering questions. This radio has had quite a lot of interest. This video, about 12,000 views in a couple of months, so I just thought I'd clear up a few questions people have got over the radio. The main one is it any good? Is it going to replace, your standard 270 handheld? And the answer is no. If I was going to go out with a radio, if it was going to be this one or your standard UV5R, I'd rather take the UV5R with me. You cannot program this radio, the T1, once you've disconnected it from the computer. So you go out, if there's a channel that's not in there, you will not be able to program it in without a computer with you. So that's not very good. But it's a cracking radio. I've had some really good contacts on it. I can open repeaters probably 20-30 miles away fairly comfortably. Simplex contacts, I've had a few contacts 5-10 miles up on some good ground. So it's a very good radio for what it is. But it wouldn't be the only one I'd take with me. People are asking me, is it any good to take hiking? Or, if I was out in the middle of nowhere, I wouldn't take this radio. It's limited. It's limited. But it's cute, it's cool, it's nice. It's nice to go and show off with this one. But I wouldn't use it. Certainly wouldn't use it as main radio. I use this mainly for my own repeater I've got at my house for a node. It's nice and tiny, and it's good audio. So anyway, there's been tons and tons of questions. And I just wanted to go through a few of these questions in the video because I've tried my best to answer them. I've been getting emails, and there's a huge interest, and a lot of the same questions are coming up over and over again. So I'll just go over a few things. So the radio's 1 watt. I think I said earlier it was. I think I said it was 2, but it's a 1 watt radio. Now the connector, the power, where you plug the connector in, the USB in the bottom, it's the same as an Android, which I believe I was corrected. It's a micro USB. A lot of people are asking the same question, so this is one I get a lot. This was the whole purpose of the original video. You need the programming cable to program it up. As soon as you unplug it from the computer, you can't program it up. So get your channels in while you're at home. You could do it out mobile if you had a laptop, but get it programmed before you go out. So this was a very interesting message I wanted to show you from G&EG. He was looking into the programming cable and he managed to find the pinouts, and he's managed to share his findings. So there's a link there, which is quite good. He's got a link there, and it explains all the pinouts of the USB, so you can make your own cable and experiment. And he's also found a link for doing the audio, making the audio better, because it's just too darn loud on the lowest volume level, verging on being unusable. I don't want it on really loud, but I've got a problem with my ears. I don't want it on super loud. So he put another link in here about the volume level. It just involves putting a resistor across the circuit board. So it's quite straightforward actually. I might even do that. So you just put a resistor across there, So that's a very good bit of information. What else have we got? To switch frequencies you need a computer. Yeah, definitely need a computer. Won't do airband. No, won't do airband. That's on AM. This is FM only. It just covers... It's advertised as covering just UHF. FM. It does do VHF, but that I wouldn't. But do not buy it if you want to use VHF. That was just a bit of fun. You know, you can modify it, put a better aerial in. It might work well on VHF. It's micro USB, not mini. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that, Vikers. How far was the other person I talked to? Well, in that video I was going down my repeater through my node, and it was several hundred miles away. But I think he's asking what is the range. So through a repeater you'll get 20-30 miles, probably more if you're on high ground. If you're just doing a simplex contact you might get 5 or 10. But it's only 1 watt, so don't expect too much from it. People talking about the cable there. Does it drain power overnight? No, not at all. In fact, I've only charged it twice in all that time. So mine keeps the power pretty good. This is the most popular one I'm getting question. Is the programming cable a special cable? Yeah, it's a special cable. It's got to have Baofeng on the cable, and it's got to have some sort of chip in it that that communicates. The wire you get with it is just for charging. That cannot be used for programming. So a lot of questions coming up over and over again. You can change the wide narrow. Yeah, you can change that. It's a dual band. Yeah, other people getting it working on VHF. I've had a few comments. I don't know if they're joking, saying I was faking the video. Certainly not. If I was going to fake it, I'd do it better than that. Right, where else have we got here? Yeah, this guy's after the USB pinouts, so they're in the link I showed you earlier. What else have we got? So that's all the main ones. I mean, I'm getting it. I got an email today about it. Yeah, I was just giving an update there to someone. So, just a quick update on the radio. You know, after the novelty's worn off, it's a good radio to use. But if I had a choice to take that or the UV5R, I'd certainly take the UV5R. So, hope that clears up some questions. Thanks for listening. 732E0UKH.